All right, here we are back again. This is Groundhog Gaming, and this is our Starfield playthrough. And we're just going to sleep for an hour here. I'm not sure what I'm doing. Uh, going to go back to Vectera. We got our ship all set up, so that's what we're going to do. And we're just going to tab out of here. I'm not going to cook any more levels right now. Just going to go back down here to the Nerion system and go over here to Vectera, which is where we started this game, to the Argos Extractors Mining Outpost. Alright, so now we're going to go talk to Lynn.
Well, you're back.
Where's Barrett?
Oh, we'll get to what happened to Barrett.
Lynn?
Don't you lin me. I thought things had already gone sideways, but no, that was just the beginning. More
What?
pirates showed up when you were gone. We
What?
weren't as lucky this time. Calvert, Troy, some of the new Dusties. They didn't make it.
Oh, wow. Calvert had kids on Mars. Had a kid on Mars. That's what she said. Sorry, Lynn. I didn't know.
Well, how could you have? You weren't here.
You sent
Anyway,
me
I was
away.
pinned down behind some crates with Barrett. Bullets and laser fire everywhere. No smile on that damn carefree face of his. Like he knew this was it. I started steeling myself to go out fighting. Then that idiot puts his hand on my shoulder and says, "Stay here, Lynn. I got you."
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Next thing I know, two of the pirates are dead, and he's got the third one in a headlock. Drags him out into the open at gunpoint and demands to talk, or else I'm going to demonstrate Newton's third law on this guy's temporal lobe. And that's when they brought out Hella.
Oh, wow. Tell me what happened.
I didn't overhear everything, but after the 10 longest seconds of my life, Barrett put his hands up, and both of them ended up getting taken aboard the pirate ship. And that's the last I saw of either of them.
All right, well, I need to find Heller and Barrett, Lynn.
They could have grav jumped anywhere. I tried pinging a transmission to the ship in the comms building before they left, but the pirates must have fried it. You want to try it? Go ahead. But the odds of them being alive, even if you could find them... I've lost a lot of people on this run, Dusty. I just want to pack up.
All right. Now, we couldn't get into this building before over here. I happen to know that we're going to need that emergency power cell. Just happen to know that. And we're going to go over here and open this door. And you notice it doesn't shock us anymore. We go into this comms building. Hit the door. We can go back into the original building and do all kinds of things over there if we want to. But we're going to loot around here a little bit. There's an adaptive frame and an isocentered magnet, which we need not at all, but we're going to take them just because, you know. And there's another one. We make those by the ton at our outpost, but we'll put a couple on the ship just to have them. Going through here, there's some isotopic coolant, and we're going to loot around pretty good in here. I don't remember what I find. I'm going to take that. Rhubarb boom pop. We saw a let's see. We have a toy spaceship. You can collect those toys as well. There are lots of things in this game you can collect. We're going to take that. That's another one of those power cells. That's just making things quicker for us, just in case you're wondering. Teal leather jumpsuit and sailor casual wear we're not going to take. open this door. Slide on in. There's a third emergency power cell. And there's one of those plushies that you can collect if you want. Not a whole lot else. We'll take the snack crackers. Not that we need them, but you know. Moby Dick might want to take that. And there's an expert lock, which we're not going to mess with. We need another lock to pick, but we're going to get plenty of them. At some point, we're going to have plenty. And we're going to go in here. And it wants us to go in through that door, but we're going to go over here first. Look around everywhere. Take a look. There's some spiced worms. Nummy. Gonna go in this door. This is like bunks. There's a cred stick, which we're gonna take. Everybody's either dead or gone, so we're not gonna worry about whatever we take. We're gonna take. We're not gonna take those space undersuits though, because they're really not all that valuable. There's a preparedness tracker's primer 05. Permanently increases EM weapon damage by 5%. Taking that. Take crusty little food that's under there, whatever that is. Look in here, taking that. Open that. Open that. Nothing in there. Some heel paste in there. More space undersuit. Black engineering outfit, which is the same as what we're wearing. There's an Eon. We'll take that. They don't look a whole lot different, but I'll show you. They do look a little different than what we're wearing. And there is a gray engineering outfit. Not going to take that because it's frag mine. Not taking that. Space undersuits, which we're not going to take. We've already discussed those. They're really not worth. I guess I could show you one, but they're really not worth taking. There's a med pack. What else we got in here? Any meds? Nope. I guess I will show you one of those undersuits. There it is. We'll look at that here in a little bit. Alright, out of here and in this door. Alright, now if we look over there, there's some things right there. We're going to take note of those. We'll look around over here. Don't see anything of any value. There's one of those. An adaptive frame. We can always use a couple of those. In the ship. We've got plenty of them laying on the floor. And we're going to pick this lock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So a 3 and a 2, right? And that looks like about right there, I'm thinking. Nope. Well, it's got to be this one. It doesn't have any choice but to be this one. But that means this one is not where we wanted it. It's there. So now this one goes here or there. We'll see which one of these. Okay, so now we know where that one goes. Wait. There. Yeah, E. It'd be easier to do it that way. E. E, E. And then we go in. There's our last lock that we needed. We don't have a point to put in it right now, so we're not going to worry about it. Potato will take that. And then we've got to go to this computer and hit E. And it says, look for a power source or pull out the data storage. We're going to look for a power source. Yeah. And then all we got to do is go in here and put in 3 power cells. Bang, bang, bang. And now we go back in here. Find a clue to Barrett's location. And it says incoming ship logs, and event 0 is when he came, then they came back, and then now we came. So.
Can't believe we got into this mess. Would you be quiet? Trying to make out the grav jump calculations before we're out of range. Out of range of what? range of the sensor array on Vectera. Would you keep up? Once we're outside the star system, the bandwidth goes from instant speed to effectively never. What good is sending a transmission down there? You gonna tell Lynn how royally screwed we both are? She doesn't even have a ship. You underestimate how many of my admirers there are in the galaxy, Heller. One of them is bound to show up, looking to reunite with this handsome face. We're doomed. Capital D, doomed. Got it, okay. Whoever finds this, I'm attaching the interstellar coordinates to the metadata on the transmission. Rescue us. Repeat. Rescue us.
Okay, so it downloaded all that, so all we got to do is go back out of here and now go talk to Lynn. And we've looted everything there is to loot. We're going to go in here and we're going to take this cutter right here. This is Heller's cutter. And it does plus 20% damage against robots. But we're going to take Heller's cutter. We may give it back to him eventually, but for now we're going to take Heller's cutter. I'm going to go here, turn off our headlight because we don't need it anymore. Cycle the airlock. I got to remember to Lynn?
So, you actually get that computer working again?
Yep. Found a transmission from Barrett.
What? Let me see that. Funny. Even knowing he's alive, I still never want to see him again. Heller, on the other hand. Okay. Let me send you the location data embedded in the transmission. Find them, okay?
Why don't you come with me?
What? Really?
Yeah.
Not really cut out for whatever it is people like you and Barrett do. But it might not be a bad time to think about a career change after all this. If you have room in your crew for an outpost supervisor, maybe we can talk.
Matter of fact, I do. Thanks, Lynn.
Be a while before Argos comes to pick me up. I'll be here if you need me.
No, you're coming
And
with.
hey, if you ever need a little extra help, I've been thinking about a career change lately.
So I didn't need to tell her she needed
Maybe
to come
it's
with
time
me.
to put Argos behind me.
All right, so we're going to recruit Lynn. We're just going to hit her again. Here.
Seems like you've been keeping busy, Dusty.
Now, she doesn't
If
have a whole
you
lot
find
of...
yourself in need of a capable traveling companion, we should talk. My contract's up with Argos, and I could use a change of scenery.
So we're going to... You're just the kind of traveling companion I want. You should come along.
Works for me. I'm not fussy about assignments. I'll go where I'm needed.
All right, so we're going to put her on the frontier. And that gives us 2 crew. And we can have up to 4,
Right.
I believe. But
I'll get to work.
certainly
Let's catch
3.
up later.
And that's it. That's all we got to do. She's going to go right out there to the ship. And we're done here. We could go in and look around and scan the planet. We could, I mean, there's lots of things we could do here. But we're just going to go on and... Doggone it, I didn't start my timer. Hold on just a second, y'all. Let me set this to about somewhere around there. That should be pretty close. And we've picked up everything that's here outside, so we're not going to find any new stuff hanging around. We don't have to fast travel, but, you know, I mean, we don't have to do it this way. We could just fast travel. We're going to Prax, so we're going to go our cockpit. And I want to take off and make sure our stuff is right anyway. Our power and all of that. We got into a little scrap in the last episode after we modified the ship. I was involved, but I want to make sure my power's still set up correctly. And exactly. Not a bad looking ship. I need to change its name to the Frontier 2 because it is no longer just the Frontier. Okay, everything's set up right. That's cool. Alright, now go to Prax. That is the wrong button. Not the Q button. We want the tab button. And we're going to go up here, and we're going to go into our inventory. I want to show you what those apparel looks like. The black engineering outfit looks like that. The blue lab outfit, the space undersuit looks like this. Kind of not something I would wear. So we're going to get out of here, hit the tab key again, and go to Prax. And we're just going to tab out and tab out. We'll have to, nope. We should be, oh, we got to go to Velo. They're in the Velo system. So we got to jump to the other star in this double star set. And it takes 8 seconds. If you only have one bar in your grab drive, it takes 8 seconds to jump. That's don't care. That's fine.
Got ourselves some cargo.
That is exactly the same ship as our Frontier. Just go to engines. Yeah, we're not on dock. We're gonna get out of there, get him killed, and get out of there. We could have docked and taken the ship, but I didn't want to do that. I'll show you how that's done here after a while. And here, there is oh, that's a trade authority. Wow, okay, I did not know that was there. That's cool. So Prax in the Velo system, okay, we'll discuss that at some point. I don't want to tell you too much. I'm going to scan the planet. I always scan planets, in case you're wondering. And then this doesn't have any traits. All there is 2 resources. Might be able to just scan out the planet while we're here. Won't be that hard to do. Because again, only 2 resources and no traits. Traits are kind of special stuff that the planet has. We could probably add a little cargo to this ship too. We're going to exit. And
Greetings, Captain.
yeah, greetings, Vasco. We're going to scan that aluminum. And there's something over there. Hey. Here comes a ship. What kind of ship is that? That's a... We could go take that ship, but I don't know what kind of ship it is. We're probably not going to do that. Probably not going to do that. But, because we may not have the ability to pilot that ship right now. We don't have a whole lot of piloting ability. We can only pilot Class A ships. So we're going to go down here and run. And we don't need to mine anything. But we do need to look around for helium. Don't see any. But that doesn't mean it's not there. That's aluminum. All we have is aluminum and helium, I think. So we're going to stop running because we're going to get in trouble with that. Run out of... Okay, so you would think that there would be helium around here somewhere, but apparently not. So we're not going to get this planet scanned out this time. But we can come back and just land in a helium area and get helium scanned out. So we're going to go down here. This is a crashed ship. So we're going to be ready if anything bad happens. But it looks like there's nobody here but Heller. And I don't see anything else around. What up, Heller?
Oh, hey, it's you. And here I thought you was some Pirate coming back to kill me.
Oh,
Lucky me, right?
yeah, well. Hold still, let me patch you up.
Nah, I'll be alright. Just, wasn't trying to move around too much with all the painkillers and nausea meds running through me. Man, I was so terrified when I got pulled on board that pirate ship. Barrett was all, "Sorry, brother, I'll get us out of this. Trust me."
So we had a plan then.
Not what you and I would call a plan, necessarily.
Well, that doesn't explain the crashed ship.
Oh, I'm getting to that. He tells me we need to start pretending to fight each other. Trick the pirates into thinking they need to come in before one of us gets killed. I just remember him shouting, "This kid is a killer. How am I supposed to defend myself against these pearly whites? He's gonna bite my face off." I mean, I didn't think it would work, but they came in. All of a sudden, we were wrestling with two of them. Barrett reached for one of their guns.
And he shot someone he shouldn't have.
Bingo. Blasted the pilot right in the back. Through to the flight console.
Ooh.
Dropped orbit like a rock off a high rise. I blacked out. And when I came to, there he was, smiling like it was just another day on the job. You missed the fun part, Heller. I mean, I go through all the trouble of saving your butt, and you weren't even awake to notice.
Huh.
Then he did the little finger gun thing.
But Barrett isn't here. I need to find him.
Oh, yeah. Probably should have talked about that first. Did I mention I'm on a lot of painkillers?
I think you did.
So, I was real excited when a ship showed up. Then, less excited when I realized it was a Crimson Fleet ship. And then, really less excited when Barrett said, "It's okay, I got this." He mumbled something to him, and then they were all gone.
They took him? Why?
I was drifting in and out. But, I think I heard the word ransom.
So the Crimson Fleet has him again.
I was drifting in and out, but yeah, I think so. Got a signal from the ship before they grav jumped. Guessing it was Barrett. Haven't really been in a good space to have a listen. Here you go. Hey, I should come with you, right? I don't think anyone else is coming.
Yeah, let's get you on your feet.
Yeah, just, don't ask me to operate any heavy machinery for a while. Give me a minute. I think the worst of it is... Yeah, I'll be alright. I'll be alright. Ready to wisecrack with the best of them. Let me know when you want to head out.
Alright, so we've got to listen to the emergency transmission O2. So we're going to go down here to notes, and we're going to listen to emergency transmission O2.
You've given the fleet a lot of trouble, Barrett.
Hey, since when is surviving being attacked causing trouble? Isn't that just fighting back? Hey, pilot, could you move your arm a little bit to the left? I can't make out the console.
Don't move! He's trying to figure out our destination. Probably transmitting this conversation right now while we're still in orbit.
Well, yeah. Thought I was making that pretty obvious. Okay, put the gun down. I'm done. See? My retinas are pointing away from the console, and and towards this lovely view of space we have out the window.
Tie him up. Once we get back to the base, the fun starts.
Okay, so they've got Barrett, and I'm going to assume that there was supposed to be some kind of destination in there. We're going to recruit Heller. Come on, Heller.
Still think there might be a spot?
Yeah. Yeah, let's get going.
Whew. Oh, I'm glad to hear you say that. For a second there, I thought you were going to leave me behind. What's on the agenda today?
And we're going to put him on the frontier. And that's it.
You got it. Catch you on the flip side, boss. Thanks for letting me tag along.
Yeah. So we've done that. We're going to travel to Vessel 3, which is right up near Vessel 3B. And I'm going to run over this way, even though I don't really have time to do that. I want to go take a look at this ship anyway. I think that's a Crimson Fleet ship. Well, I maybe not go that way. Just kind of go around this direction some and look for some helium. Be nice to find just one thing of helium. That'd be great. Because that's all we need is helium. Yeah, helium-3. That's what we're looking for. Don't want to get too close to those gas vents. They tend to do damage. But we've got enough time to finish this still, so nope, doggone it. Helium is a bright green. That's a covered crater. Not what I was hoping for. But anyway, we're gonna just tab out of here and fast travel. We're not gonna travel to Vessel 3. Where we're going to travel to is Vessel 3B. Okay, it's going to tell us to go there, but we're going to go to Vessel 3B. Alright, and we're going to go to our outpost. And we're just going to land there. Because we can. And now we're going to go into our outpost. And I'm pretty sure we've got enough to do everything that I want to do here. I hope. Anyway. I want to say FR C until I get to HABs. Structures. And I want to put a 4-wall HAB right there, and I want to say E. That's all I want to do. And then I want to say C, 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 crew stations. There we go. Right there. I want to put at least 2 crew stations down here, and that's all I really want is 2. And I'm going to get square with the world, roll down, roll up, and bring it in just a hair and say E. And I'm going to move, okay, yeah. I'm going to move straight over. Damn. Roll up, roll down. Nope. Roll up, roll down. Move over. Nope. Roll up, roll down. Move over. Nope. Maybe. Maybe. We'll just put it right there. It's close enough. And then I'm going to go C until I get to beds. I think Z would be better. Because I've got to add some extra beds. And we're going to get square with the world. Roll up, roll down. And hit E. And then slide over and hit E. Slide over and hit E. And that ought to do it. Now, escape. All the way out of there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into tab, go to the ship, hit C for crew, and I'm going to take Lynn, or Heller, sorry, and put him on there. And I'm going to take Lynn and put her there. And now they are assigned to the outpost. You must have crew stations in order to do that. You don't have to have beds, but it's a good idea, and I have mine right here, so I wanted to put some extra ones in there for them. That way they can't possibly be occupying my bed when I need to sleep. Because they will sometimes be laying in your bed and you're trying to go to sleep. So now we're going to go out here and make sure they're not on the dadgum ship. Alright. Stop. Where are y'all? Where y'all at? Damn it. Are you in here? You should be here. You should be somewhere. Alright, so we're just going to do what we need to do. We're going to go to Vessel 3. I'm going to tab out here and just hit Vessel 3. And click that, set course for Vessel 3, and travel. And then we'll R the planet when we get there. I think we've already done that. We can just hit E there and R to open planet map. And yeah, we've already scanned it. But we need to go over here. And there are only 2 resources here. Imagine that. So we're going to land here. And Barrett and Lynn Heller and Lynn are no longer with us. They're at the outpost. They'll be there when we go back up there. They were both on the ship. So I'm going to get up and sleep for another hour here just to make sure we've got plenty of time to get through this. So only 1 hour and 10 minutes on Vessel 3. And there's a med pack. I'm going to take that. Not sure where that came from, but now we've renewed our XP boost. And we're going to go down and do this.
Captain John,
we are definitely going to have
my assistance.
A fight here. And we're going to have kind of a tough time with some of it. Actually, it's not going to be as bad as I thought, but this is not a long-range weapon, in case you're wondering. And there is a mine. You've got to... come on. There we go. That's what we wanted. I really wanted to hit it with just one shot, but... you got to kind of watch the ground. Because there are mines. And they will. I think that's one there. Yep. Come on. Where are you at there? Alright, so. Oops, there's a turret. So we want to get over where we can hit that turret. Take it out. It's a long range shot though now. This is what gun we've got. There, boosh. Reload. There's somebody up top. There's another turret. Med pack, that's enough.
Watch my back!
I'm blind!
Whoa, what are you shooting at me with, you son of a gun, you? He's got a gun that sets people on fire.
He's in Watson. Let's go! Falling back now!
Where are you going? Alright. So reloading. And jumping down.
Got some more, I can see! Idiot! Now look at you!
Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Not up here. You went in here, didn't you?
Get in there!
You pieces. Gonna R that. R that. I'm gonna use a med pack because I'm not gonna get all this done with food. So I really didn't want to take that.
That's right, you better run!
Yeah, I don't know where you people are, but frag grenades are going to take those. Sealant going to take that. Don't need to pick any more locks. Going to eat that. Hookah pipes and such. I'm going to take these antique videotapes. I don't know, there might be a place to sell those somewhere. Sealant to take. What the hell? Where's everybody? Yeah, we're not going to read this mess as crazy because it's obviously crazy. Yeah, it is. You get it. That's basically what it says. This mess is crazy. It says we may be pirates, but we don't have to live like animals or something like that. You know, it's nothing that we're going to take that. Crimson Fleet orders. We scouted the perfect base, a little outpost where a bunch of bookworms spend their time, and the best part is it's completely unguarded. Easy job, don't screw this up. Okay, so they took this base because it was easy to take and got a nice little outpost for them. So, alright, that's that. Gonna go out this door over here. There's somebody around somewhere. Oh, first we better take that and the cigarettes. Cigarettes and lighters are good to take. And we'll take one of those sharpened. We'll take both of those. They're reasonably light. And the Synapse Alpha. And the don't need that. Neon Dancer outfit. Not taking that. Oh, all these cigarettes. That's pretty, you know, not bad money. It's not great money, but it's not bad. Chunks potato. Should be eating those instead of just taking them. Did I look in here? I did not. I'm going to eat that. I'm not going to take the wine. Going to consume that. Alright, so out of here. And see where they're at. Up there, there's a guy.
With the freak? Oh, your funeral!
Yeah, open fire, you dumb. One up there, and then there's one more this direction. That's where that guy is. Burning me. Doggone. Oh, wow. I very nearly died there. Quit that. Quit shooting me. I can't hit you from here. This gun is not very stable. dumbass, I'm gonna get you. Sorry. Shouldn't curse, but
Just give up! Better try again!
yeah.
This one's mine!
Come and get you, buddy.
I can't see! Let's end this!
Yeah, let's do. Oh yeah?
Just getting started! I'm finished. They aren't paying me enough for this!
Alright, so now that we've done that, gonna have to eat a bunch of stuff and get healed back up. Heavy particle fuse will take 43 MI array. We're gonna eat that. Lacerated, yeah, taking that. Not that. Don't need those mines. I never use them. There's no point in me taking them because I never ever use them. And then we're gonna eat a bunch of stuff here in a sec. We got 427 rounds. That's not bad. But we're gonna go down here and loot a little bit, and then eat up. And we got plenty of time to finish this. There's a positron battery. We want those. There's another one of those knives. We'll probably take that. Those are light enough that it makes them worth carrying around. We've looted those buildings, I think. Maybe not this one. Yeah, we have. Sorry. We haven't this one, and this is the one that takes the key to get in. So, Heart Plus, Neurojack, Cred Stick, eat that. Don't eat that. Hazmat suit, don't need that. Neon Nightlife jumpsuit. Taking that. Outpost key we've already got. There's a med pack. Monopropellant, we want that. That's a manufactured component, in case you're wondering. If I was too quick. What is that? Yep, want that. And we're overburdened, but we'll drop something. We're going to be overburdened before we're done, but we don't want to be overburdened just yet. We might be within range of the ship. Could run back and drop stuff off, I suppose. Plenty of hookah pipes and stuff laying around, just in case you're wondering. You're going to eat that. There's some books, Carrier of the Cosmos, Hard Times, and Nicholas Nickleby. Hard Times is a Dickens book, so I don't think any of those are going to help us. I looked over here. Yeah, look, what is this? Nothing. Nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Alright, so we're going to hit tab. We're going to go into aid. And we're going to eat everything we can eat. Boom pop, rhubarb. That's the one that chunks cake packaged. Not going to eat that one. And we're kind of just using up we're going to keep that. And we'll use one of these. And that should get us pretty close. Yeah, that'll be alright. Now we're going to go out here. We may run in this direction just to get closer to the ship so we can put stuff in there. Because if we can get stuff in the ship, we won't be overburdened when we leave here. And it's, yep, that's it. We're plenty close enough. And we are going to put the Berserker Bridger. We're going to put that in there. The calibrated Eon we're going to keep. We're going to put that in there. Exterminator Maelstrom we're going to. Furious calibrated Eon. Each consecutive hit does more damage or less. I'm going to keep this one. Going to put that in there and keep Heller's Cutter. Old Earth Hunting Rifle. And we're going to get rid of that. Both of those Maelstroms. Going to get rid of that. Modified Grendel will keep. Modified Maelstrom. 13. Does the same damage. Has a short scope. A muzzle brake. Okay, so we're going to get rid of that one. Short scope large magazine semi-automatic. We're going to equip that one. And we're going to get rid of this one. And we're going to say, nope, can't do it. We're going to get rid of all three of these. We're not just going to carry them around. Suppressed calibrated Maelstrom. Ooh. That's automatic. We're going to get rid of that. And then spacesuits. Apparel, we'll get rid of this nonsense that we're not wearing. And resources T. And that, okay, so the container's maxed out. We can't put anything more in there. But we're down to 80 kilos, so we're okay. We'll have to sell off some stuff. Or, better yet, I'll show you what I do with it. But we're now not overburdened, which is good news. We got some white hot rounds there, which is some pretty decent ammo. I think I saw something over in this corner. I maybe did. No. Thought I spotted something over there, but I guess I didn't. What was I looking at? Okay. Alright, I guess I'm imagining things. I'm gonna go in here. And we're not gonna do a whole lot of fighting. We have a large magazine on this gun, but we're not gonna end up doing a lot of fighting here.
Oh yeah. There's no certainty to the universe at all.
Hopefully
Once you
we
really
should.
start getting out there, the laws of physics kind of turn into suggestions.
You're pulling my leg again, right? What's the weirdest thing you've seen? No exaggerations this time.
Let me think. Unicorn. Not kidding.
What? The mythical mare with the magic horn thing? Come on. Was King Arthur riding on it too?
Okay, it was more of an extremophile in the vague shape of a horse. But my point still stands. You need an open mind. Holy shit. You actually found me.
Well, this is turning into a regular Constellation party, isn't it? I should have brought drinks.
Are you friends with the pirate?
Matsura the Grim here and I actually have a lot in common.
Both escape artists. Being captured by Sistef myself plenty of times.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Relativity. We're all just creatures of the universe, trying to get away from what's after us.
Nah, I don't know about that. I'm here to take you home, Barrett.
You know, it's actually been kind of nice. Matsura the Grim here is a great host.
No sense letting people's last moments be unpleasant.
See, that's what I like about you, Matsura. A real Renaissance man.
I have enjoyed our time together, Barrett. But I can't just let you go with nothing to show for it. Is Constellation willing to pay ransom in exchange for this man's freedom?
Hasn't Barrett been enough trouble? Just let him go.
You want me to end all this with nothing to show for it?
Mm-hmm. Look, Barrett is more trouble than he's worth. A lot of pirates are already dead.
He does seem to be
wow.
unusually
That
skilled
worked.
in that area. Barrett has some good friends, it seems. Very well. You're all free to go.
It's been a real pleasure, Matsura. Really. And good luck out there with all the, you know, hurting people and taking their money.
All right, so that's it. That's all we got to do. But we're going to go up here and we're going to take everything that's not nailed down, including that drink pack milk. There's a trauma pack. There's some alien broth that we're going to consume. And then there's...
Got nothing to say to you.
Yeah.
Matsura's in charge.
No.
You're lucky. The boss is so generous.
Yeah. I'm gonna eat their bitten sandwich. Just cause, you know, they piss me
He's
off.
free to go.
Yeah,
I
he's
do not
free to go.
encourage you to return.
I do not encourage. We're not gonna return.
Got nothing to say to you.
I'm just gonna take everything you've got. We're gonna take that. Gonna take that even though I've already got a copy. You know, I mean, because they're, you know, just like that. I don't care. That's it. Looks like about all the looting I could do. But I'm not just going to let them, you know, take one of my compadres and that's it. So I'm going to eat the alien broth. Take the white hot. Already looked in there. Thought I'd checked out here, but now we're going to go upstairs this way, the opposite direction, and take the credits in the zero wire and the super cool magnet and everything that's in this, probably. Definitely that, not that, definitely that, all of those. And the gonna not take it, even though it's a little better in some ways than what I'm wearing. I'm not taking it because it's only worth $29.56. I'll only get a few hundred out of it, so it's not worth carrying around because I'm gonna have to sell off some stuff anyway and get rid of some stuff. So all right, now we'll go back the other way and go up and out, and we could probably just fast travel from here to the lodge, but we're going to get out of here first and then we'll fast travel to the lodge. And the ship is at 100% because we're going to be real close on time, so we're just going to fast travel to the lodge, and we're going to tab twice to get out all the way out of here, go down to Alpha Centauri, Jemison Lodge, Jemison Lodge, and that'll put us right outside the lodge. And we're not overburdened or anything, so we'll be okay. We're going to get in here and do what we got to do here. And, oh, he'll be waiting inside. We turn our headlight off. There he is. And we go in
Sorry
here.
for the wait, everyone. Got a little held up on Vectera.
Yeah.
Barrett, we were worried sick.
Well, some of us were.
I see what you did there, Walter. And I know you've been secretly crying into your piles of money just waiting for my return.
Actually, Walter has been complaining about you more than usual, which is always a sign when he's worried.
Don't
Yeah.
start, Cadre.
Wait, is that? And to think the first artifact was taking up dust on the library shelf. Now look at them all. You feel it a bit, can't you? Ever since I found the second one, had the visions. Being around them is just comforting. So hey, I'm still not 100%, plus I feel guilty dragging you into all of this. Why don't I stick around? Help you get adjusted to the weird corners of the universe?
I think it's better we go our own way for now.
You don't want to get dragged down in the gravity of my genius. I get it.
Exactly.
Let me know if you change your mind.
Alright, so he's available for the crew. We got another skill point.
Yes?
We're not doing any of that.
I've occasionally had my doubts about Constellation as an investment. But now, well,
we're going to go up to...
it's clearly money well spent.
Room. And get rid of anything we want to get rid of that we want to keep. That we want to keep but not carry with us is what I should say. And that is, we got some notes. Let's see, emergency transmission 1 and 2, history of xenobiology, secret outpost, can't get rid of that yet. Okay, that's it for notes. I don't think there's any weapons that we don't want to keep in here. Throwables, apparel. No, we're pretty much good to go. See, these are worth $280 a piece, and they only weigh 0.1 kilos, so they're not bad. And those antique videotapes, we may be able to sell those somewhere. So I'm gonna. This may run just a hair long, but I'm gonna go sell a bunch of stuff and then go to the ship. That way I could, if I have to, I could sleep 24 hours and come back and sell the rest in the next episode. But for right now, we're gonna get down here and I'm gonna fast travel down to Jemison Mercantile, which should be right. Nope. That's the well. There's the viewport. What? Where's Jemison Mercantile? I've discovered it. There's Terra Brew. Wait, there it is. There. Just couldn't get locked onto it. Alright, and now we're gonna go
I
over
am
here.
not a stock boy.
If it belongs on your ship, then I'm sure we have it for sale.
I'm sure you do.
Oh, please, take a look.
And we've slept for plenty of time. Lordy, sorry. We're gonna go down here. Nope, not yet. We've got to hit Q and sell some stuff. Weapons, we can sell the Assassin's Combat Knife. We don't actually need that. And the Drum Beat and the Orion. The rest of this stuff we'll keep. Yeah, the rest of this stuff we'll keep. And then Q is sell from the ship. And we're going to get rid of all of these that we can. And we may not be able to get rid of all of them, but we're going to try. Yep, only going to get rid of, these are 151, so I'm going to sell one of them for one. I'm going to sell her for that for 150, and that drains her out. And then we'll go out to tab out of here.
Appreciate the business.
Yeah, and we're going to run out here to the ship, to the Trade Authority kiosk. Sell whatever else we can. Out to the ship.
By the way, Sergeant Yumi was looking for you. Apparently, he's got some work.
That your ship that landed not too long ago? Sure is something.
Yeah, so you started picked up another job or so. It doesn't take very long. And so we're going to look in here. We don't have ammo or spacesuits or helmets or apparel or anything that we're going to sell other than this miscellaneous stuff. And we're going to keep those antique videotapes because they don't weigh that much. And we're going to get rid of all these cigarettes. And the packs of smokes, which I'm not sure why they separate those, but Q. We're going to sell the rest of these weapons. Alright, and the apparel, we're selling it all. And the aid, we're going to keep. The notes, we're not sure where that came from, but we're going to go down here to miscellaneous. Oh, yeah, we're going to sell all this junk. I know where it came from. When we changed our ship around, it ended up in our inventory. So we are just going to sell that for 0 just to get rid of it because we already have a copy of it. And this aid is just ship parts, and we need to get some more of those. But we are loaded up on resources. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit tab and go into ship F. Go down here to resources and hit T and put them all in the ship. And hit Q, and it's 433 of 450. So what I'm going to do, instead of sleeping right here, I'm going to the outpost because that's where we're going to start the next episode, and then we'll end this episode there because I'm going to show you a way that I get rid of stuff and keep it. I know that sounds weird, but there's a way to get stuff out of our inventory in the ship without actually getting rid of it. And there they are. I knew they'd be here. Alright. Here. Right at about time. So, this is Groundhog Gaming. Thank you for watching. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you in the next episode. Have a great day.